Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about a classic from the thriller kind of genre, and I am thrilled to talk about Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Oh, before we enter into the review, I just want to, refresh a few things. Hi, if you are new, my name is Clara and I'm the owner of this channel, The Ink Path, where I talk about books in English and in Spanish, and of course, you can join and click the subscribe button and the like and everything like that. I leave all my social media in the info box down below, as well as the Amazon wishlist that I'm like writing down what I am looking for, or what I would love to actually read or own or find, just in case you want to, browse a little bit. Having said that, let's start with the review, okay? Okay, so in Rebecca we meet a young lady who is working as a kind of person who assists an kind of wealthy older lady, and she is having a few days off in, I don't remember if it's Monaco, I'm not sure. She's accompanying this elder woman, and she meets in this holiday city. She meets this interesting, matured man who seems to be quite fond of our protagonist, who is quite younger than he is. In fact, they take advantage of these times in which our main character, she is not accompanying her employer, so in these times the couple get to know each other better, and they develop quite kind of speedy relationship, in which at the beginning of the story the man, the gentleman, decides to propose to her because he's a widower and he thinks that they complement each other very well, and he's quite fond of her. Of course, our protagonist says yes. So when they married and they finish their honeymoon, they go back to this kind of mansion that this Mr. De Winter, who is the gentleman who has proposed to our main character, owns. And that's when the thing gets a little bit tricky, because all the people who work, all the staff who works in the house, are quite fond of the late Mrs. Mrs. De Winters, who was called Rebecca and who left a very kind of idealized image of herself. So this is the plot summary of Rebecca. This is a psychological thriller which explores this idea of arriving to a new place, in a new position, because our main character, who we don't know even the name of, she is newlywed and she's very happy, but then everyone around her still remembers Rebecca and believes Rebecca, who is the former wife of her new husband, she believes that everyone around her glorify this person of Rebecca, who basically died. And I loved how mysterious everyone is, and how they drop things about, or they tell her, our main character, things about Rebecca, and she is a little bit concerned at the end of the day about this kind of house, or this house staff, turning against her, because she literally is not what Rebecca used to be. So Rebecca is this third person in the marriage. So this phantom idea of a perfect wife that haunts the main character, and Rebecca is still supported by the friends and the staff of the house. And it's very interesting to see how we get into the house and what seems to be very colorful and very happy for the couple tend to be darker than we expected, and darker because of what other people say and believe out loud. So it's very interesting to understand, or I feel like this novel works so well because of the character of Rebecca and how we learn so many things about her. So even though we don't know her story, we know this tragic figure of a wife being killed or being dead because of an event that we basically don't know about at the beginning of the story. And this personification of the perfect wife gets you to know Rebecca without knowing her, and I actually felt very, very bad for the main character because she's in love and she's very young and she wants to do everything a wife needs to do in a household and stuff like that. But all the people around her, all the staff and all the friends of the her new husband, basically all talking about the same woman, and it's very, very unfair to her. And of course there's a few things that I cannot unravel here, but things are not always what they seem. Lastly, just in case you want to know which version I actually enjoyed of Rebecca, I have to tell you that I enjoyed a dramatized version of Rebecca that was done in the Spanish radio station called Cadena Ser, in the program Negra y Criminal, which is specialized in crime and horror, non-fiction and fiction tales. So this is part of the fiction segment of the program, and I will link down below, I will leave you the link in case you want to listen to it, or this fragment at least, which is I think 1 hour or 2 hours adaptation of Rebecca. It was done by professional voice actors with sound effects, and there are a few of scare moments just in case, and I really enjoy it, and I leave it there just in case you want to give it a go. I think, however, that you will need at least an intermediate level of Spanish to follow the story. But maybe if you already know the story and you want to listen to a different version of, maybe you can actually try it even though you know it, and even though maybe your Spanish is not that level, but maybe you can enjoy it still. I adore this story, and it was a great start for me to start knowing the right. Well, this is it. This is the end of my review of Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I don't know if you have read the book, or if you have, if you are interested in reading the book. Maybe you have seen some adaptation of the novel in TV shows or films. Comment down below and let me know which version of Rebecca have you seen or have you read. Tell me your opinions on the book. See you next week. Bye!